Shri Bhagavan Uvach Ashochan Anvashocastvam Pragya Vadanshcha Bhashase Gatasun Gatashunschcha Nanu Shochanti Pandita. Hello friends, this is the 11th shlok of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in today's video we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says Shri Bhagavan Uvach, which means Shri Krishna said, Ashochan Anvashochastvam, which means not worthy of mourning, it is what you are mourning on. Pragyavadanscha bhasase, which means, and you speak words of wisdom. Gatashuncha, which means for those gone and not gone. Nanu shochanti pandita, which means wise do not mourn. So over here, basically, Shri Krishna is now starting to give instructions of Bhagavad Gita. So basically, the whole instructions that are provided in Bhagavad Gita are now starting in itself. And Shri Krishna over here starts off by telling Arjun that what you are mourning on is not really worthy of mourning. And basically, even if it seems like you are speaking the words of wisdom, but the wise, they do not mourn for the gone or the ones who are not gone. So uh, what you can understand from this shlok can be started from the dilemma that Arjun is facing. So Arjun basically is facing the dilemma that he has ended up in a war where he has to kill his own kith and kin, and so he is in a dilemma basically, because the common wisdom says that you should respect all forms of life, you should not kill the life, and especially not the life of your loved ones. So he is in a dilemma whether he should fight this war or not. And so Shri Krishna starts off by telling Arjun that you are in this dilemma on whether to kill your loved ones or not. But the thing is that this mourning that you are experiencing is not really worth it, because although what you are saying seems to be the word of wisdom, but the wise people never really mourn for the dead or the living. So we humans, if you have noticed, we put in a lot of value to life, but you might have noticed that we do not give that much value to the life of insects as we give to the life of people. And the reason why we do that is because we say that the life of the insects is not as valuable because they live for a very short period of time, and even if we kill them now, they were anyways going to die in a few days. So that is generally the logic that has been given, and that is the reason why we give very little value to the life of insects. But if you were to really look at the life of all the living beings with respect to this creation itself, then we know that this creation is eternal. It has been here since eternity, and the creation will remain here till eternity. Now, in that context, if you look at the life of a human being, which is about 100 years or so, even that is very small. And so, if you look at it from that context, then you can see that the life of a human being is also invaluable, because it's also impermanent and it is not going to last for a very long period of time. Whoever has come into this life will eventually die. So, if we are not really putting too much value to the life of an insect, then we should not put too much value to the life of humans also. But we do give too much value to this life, and that is because we are all deluded. We all think that this body in itself is very important. We give so much value to this physical body, and we give so much value to our loved ones also because we are attached to them. This whole world of ours, we give it so much value because we have been programmed to think like this. But the people who are wise, they can see through this, and they can understand that the value that we are giving to this life over here is not really very important. There is something which is eternal, that we should all strive to go towards, because this eternity is the only thing which is permanent. This permanence is what really exists. Our life in itself does not really exist. It's a temporary construct which has just formed over here. So because of this value that we put to our life over here, the physical body, and this impermanent life, we get deluded and we end up getting confused, like Arjun is getting confused over here. So Shri Krishna starts off with a bang, and he just says that, what you're mourning for over here is not really worth mourning. You are basically deluded. So that is what has been mentioned in this shlok. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.